Hey over there, Joe Lunchbox.
Enjoy Nightingale.
And today we have landed right here in Queens, New York. And we're gonna spice it up a little today. We're here in the shadows of Citi Field to go to a Mets game. Now, this isn't a sports video. We're not sports people. But we figured going to baseball games is Americana. It fits with our love of this country and fun, and America's pastime is baseball. So it fits. We're more here to share with you the experience of the stadium than the game itself.
Yes.
I was raised a Mets fan. I got a little tattoo of it on my finger. People always try to talk to me about sports. I don't know anything. It's more, as a kid, my Uncle Charlie used to take me to games. And I'm happy that supposedly he's meeting us in there. I haven't gotten to a baseball game with him in 14 years. But the reason we're actually here is
because of me.
Our niece is actually singing the national anthem with her school choir. So it's going to be a fun day. We're happy to bring you along. And yeah, it should be good. If you like this kind of thing. We're usually on adventures and oddities and kits. That's what we're about. But figured, might as well. We're going to try a lot of fun foods, which is what I'm excited for. But if you like this kind of thing, you should like this video, subscribe to our channel, comment down below. All those things are appreciated. Welcome if your first time. Welcome if you're coming back. But I think it's time to do it. Going to see the Mets versus the Rockies here in Citi Field. Step right up. Let's go for this ride. Now, this is only my second time in Citi Field. I'm used to going right over here where this preferred parking lot is to Shea Stadium, going to see baseball games. Now, Shea Stadium has a special place in my heart. Like I was saying, my uncle used to take me to games at Shea Stadium my whole childhood. He was the person that took me to all the ball games. But when I was a newborn baby, my father was putting lighting on top of Shea Stadium. And he was an electrician of local union number 3 here in New York. And he took me on top of Shea Stadium while they were putting in lights. And I actually had a chance in my life. I actually worked for the New York Met franchise at Shea Stadium. I was a fan photographer, probably around 2006, 2007. I'm not remembering what year it was. But I would walk around and go, hey, you want a photo of you and your family here at the game? Take a photo, give them a card, and they could buy the photo online. It was a short-lived job for me, but it is cool to say I worked in Shea Stadium. Now, Shea Stadium was sitting right here, and there are some remnants of it that we're going to check out. So, if you're standing, there's the main entrance to Citi Field. In the parking lot, site of Shea Stadium's third base, 1964-2008. If you want to see these things, don't get run over seeing it, because we are in the parking lot. It looks like right over there, we're making our way home. Site of Shea Stadium's home plate, 1964 to 2008. It's just crazy looking at where the pitcher's mound is, a little bit down where those people are tailgating, to the home plate. Like, I spent so many games here watching people swinging right here, and it's nuts being able to stand on home plate. It's home plate. There might be cars on the way.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Totally going for it, right? So how did it feel to run all the original bases?
When I worked for the Mets in the early 2000s, I probably could do it better than now. Right there, side of Shea Stadium's pitcher's plate. Sitting in front of Citi Field is the original home run apple. This was my favorite thing as a kid coming to games. When the home run would be scored, apple would rise, everyone would hoot and holler. And this is from Shea Stadium saved, and it sits in Citi Field. Now there's a new one that actually goes in Citi Field. Look at this awesome fan. It's a dog with his pipe.
Oh. My gosh.
I got to pet a doggo. And the statue right in front. Mets number 41, we have a Tom Seaver statue. This gentleman pitched, figure, he was one of the Miracle Mets. Won the World Series 1969. George Thomas Seaver, the franchise, New York Mets, 67 to 77, and then back in 83. Great statue. It's not just standing there like normal, like in pitch. Enter into the amazing Jackie Robinson atrium. We realize all these people wearing these green shirts are nieces. That's their high school. This is a beautiful building, and we were here on a day, me and Joy both got Handmade by Robots collectible vinyl toy, Miss Met. Right as you come into the Jackie Robinson atrium, we have the Mets team store, and next to it is the Mets Hall of Fame and Museum. But before we go any further, I have a message for all the single ladies out there, and Joy can vouch for it. The last time the Mets won the World Series was 1986. Now ladies, if you're having trouble finding a man that's loyal, date a Mets fan. If they're still a Mets fan and the Mets last time they won the World Series was 1986, they can stay loyal. That's the secret.
Totally.
The jerseys actually leak out of the store. There's a authentic jersey team store area before we even get into the team store. Now, back when I was a kid, I remember watching that World Series in '86. And in those '80s when I was watching Mets game, my two favorite players, Darryl Strawberry and Howard Johnson. Ooh, there's the home run apple as a shirt. Always love these fitted hats. I just don't know what size I am. Just 8 apples. What are you looking at, Joy?
Hats for her.
Ooh, hats for her. Did you know the Avengers are Mets fans? The cutest little baby bibs. Future Met player. You know, Spider-Man's from Queens, so he has to be a New York Mets fan.
It's totally New York.
Even cross-branding with Disney. We got a Mickey Mouse Mets fan. This is awesome. MLB Jam. Like it's a video game with the stats. Souvenirs collectibles, they got them too. Ooh, I love these little jerseys. Sugar skulls, apples. Pins achieved. A display case with cool stuff. Mookie Wilson, 1986 World Series Game 6, his shoes. I thought it was so funny. My cousin was born right around that moment. And my cousin Cynthia was always nicknamed Mookie growing up because of that. Keith Hernandez, Seinfeld scripts. Keith Hernandez was in the episode of Seinfeld, My Boyfriend, which aired on Joy's birthday date, not year. My mom, growing up, she always said that she wanted Keith Hernandez to be her boyfriend. I love the random merch that they have. Like you could get your Mrs. Met hair tie, but if say you don't want that, you actually could get a roll of ribbon to do your own Mets themed crafts. Officially licensed Mets ribbon. Grogu, you're a Mets fan too? Greatest souvenirs ever. Mets tiki poles and barrel of coasters. I do have a tiki bar. Oh, are you a Mrs. Met fan? We have the Miss Met bobblehead. What I love is they actually have her in different jerseys. And then we have Mr. Met. And if you can't decide which one you want, you could get the 2-pack. Official licensed world pennants. Let's go Mets. Some really good merch. This has to be my favorite thing of the day so far. Ball game concessions metal sign. That's pretty cool. I wish those prices still stand. Do you think if I get this and go up to the concession stands, go, no, sign says only 75 cents for a hot dog. You think they'd honor it? Good grab as you're leaving. A Mets unicorn. Let's check out the Hall of Fame and Museum next. I love it. World Series champ, 1986. I remember watching this on TV with my uncle. The dream has come true. And that's what we're talking about. After dropping the first 2 games of the World Series to Boston, the Mets fought back. The 86 Mets staged an unprecedented 10th inning comeback in what is known as Game 6. A wild pitch and a Mookie Wilson ground ball that trickled through Bill Buckner's legs sent the series to a decisive 7th game. We have the 86 trophy and the 69 trophy here for the Miracle Mets World Championship trophy. We have the Mets Hall of Fame. I like it. It's set up just like the Baseball Hall of Fame in Cooperstown. The plaques remind me of it. There we have my mom's Met, Keith Hernandez. Right above, Gary Carter. I think it's funny with Gary Carter. Me and Joy went to a wax museum in Montreal, and they had a whole room dedicated to Gary Carter, and how the Mets were the devil for stealing them away from Canada. We'll put a link to that video down below. We were looking at the Tom Seaver statue outside. Here we have his plaque, 3-time Cy Young Award winning, became the face of the franchise. He was actually known as the franchise, and one of the most dominant pitchers in Major League Baseball history. I like Frank Edwin Tug McGraw. In case you don't know, if you're into country music, that's Tim McGraw's father. Here's one of my favorites, Darryl Strawberry. Known for his booming home runs that bounced off scoreboards and stadium roofs. We actually have the Mookie Wilson historic ground ball that rolled through Bill Buckner's leg in the 10th inning of Game 6, inscribed the ball that won it for us, and signed by Mookie Wilson. David Wright's gloves and all-star rings. Mike Piazza signed baseball. The first World Series game ever played at Citi Field. At home, I have a baseball that's super faded that you can't read any signatures left on it anymore. Signed by the New York Dodgers that my grandfather got before they left New York. We don't know if it's the year they won the series or the last year they played here. But my dad as a kid used to play baseball with it, and that thing is annihilated. But I still have it. 64. Opening day at William A. Shea Municipal Stadium. Before that, they used to play at the Polo Grounds. Polo Grounds are obviously been destroyed, but supposedly there's still some stairs and stuff you can see there. One day, we got to go there and look for remnants of the Polo Grounds. An Ole Miss Met. I like it. Looks like a paper mache head. Titling baseball's greatest mascot, born in 1962. With his team, Mr. Met began his baseball life as a character to cover the game's progress of the game program in 1963. Isn't there a song, when you're a Met all the way from your first pitch in to your, no? Some more jerseys. And the museum, you actually have cases we could pull out and see more stuff. World Series. Not good for admission to Shea Stadium. Field only. What's in this drawer? Oh, say hey, Willie Mays. Number 1 is Tug McGraw's contract. Got some cool stuff to take a gander at over here. Great display of the stadium. Polo Grounds from 62 to 63. Then we played in Shea Stadium, 64 to 2008, and Citi Field 2009 and on. We have some old Shea Stadium seats. We have the blue on this side. On the other side of the display case, we have some orange. Play the trumpet. Mr. and Miss Met got in on the fun with Mets closer Edwin Diaz. Walkout song, Narco, by dancing and playing trumpets to the music when Diaz entered the game. some baseball?
Why not? This is pretty cool.
It's really cool. Can we leave with this car? Shame it's a Honda, not an American car, but I would drive around the country in a New York Mets car. We actually have a memorabilia store that sells like game-worn gloves and shoes. For $45 you could grab bag and you get some important thing from the game. You can get some cool souvenirs. Game-used bases, signed balls, game-worn jerseys. Get all your autographed baseballs. It's crazy showing the game-used bases, but then they also have them signed. We're gonna do the grab bag. $45, we get some memorabilia.
Well, spinning for that grab bag.
Left, right, or center?
Center.
Oh no. Fingers crossed. Something good.
Brandon Nimmo, game used jersey impact frame.
Very cool.
Oh, that is pretty cool.
Got a little piece of jersey. Just getting some field dirt. It is cool that you could get actual field used dirt. Got all traditional food options like grilled sausage. You know I have to get me a hot dog. And look at that, Mr. Softy, home run apple bowl. Instead of just a helmet like all the stadiums, you actually get the apple here. There it is. I always love when you come out, see the field. I don't know. There's few things in my life that make me feel like a kid, just like a moment. This makes me feel like a kid. Ballpark food changed since I've been a kid. Arancini Brothers, you can get rice bowls now here. Behind the scoreboard, if you cross over the Shea Bridge, they have a fan fest behind that area. There might be a long line, so we might not get to say hi, but we do have Mr. and Mrs. Matt at Mets Fan Fest. There they are. This is a great thing. Dancing, enjoying themselves. Food. Oh, original filet mignon sandwiches. Here's the first thing we wanted to get. At Pig Beach Barbecue. Wore an appropriate t-shirt. It might not be Mets, but you see it says Dole Whip. We could get Dole Whip here. And in honor of Daryl Strawberry, we're going to get a strawberry Dole Whip in a helmet. And if you want that Dole Whip, it's only sold there. And that's in section 135. And you want that Dole Whip. Oh, trust me. I was like, are they going to skimp? And they're not skimping. And it's falling, Joy. It's tilting. You got the Leaning Tower of Dole Whip. The Leaning Tower of Dole Whip.
Oh my god.
Daryl's treating you right.
Daryl's treating me right. I love strawberry. I think that's why, like, knowing any of the Mets, like, I remembered him.
It's a name easy to remember.
It is. It's Fruity. Although I don't think he was fruity.
When I was a kid, that might have been why I started liking him when I was a little kid. I thought it was a cool name, but I don't know. I don't remember why. I just knew him and Howard Johnson were my two favorite. Also, Hojo. So my name was Joe. It was fun names. I don't know.
Not to make it all.
No, it's so good. I have to say, it might actually be better than Disney Dole Whip. I don't know if it's that we're not in the hot, humid Disney weather, that it's holding up better, and it's so good. Got a nice breeze here. It's a warm day here in New York, but plus we get to keep a cool helmet souvenir. You know, I'm all about theming. It really sets the moods, makes experiences more fun. That's why we have the amazing deli. Looking like an old bodega. This is just amazing. You need your ice machine with graffiti on it. Can't go wrong with a boombox. Open 24 hours with the Mets memorabilia. It's starting to feel like New York in here. Cool stickers, like the theming here is nuts. Even Mike and Ike's. Oh, I guess I can't get on Mike and Ike. But you know what I can get? A New York staple is chopped cheese. Philly might have cheesesteaks, but New York, chopped cheese. And I'm about to get a chopped cheese in New York at Citi Field. In the corner of this case, in the bodega, New York Mets World Champs 1969 with the whole team listed. It's a cool pennant. This one right here, King of New York. There he is, number 18, Darryl Strawberry. Don't get more New York than that. Got some chopped cheese. I don't think we can remember napkins though.
For some reason, we never remember our napkins. But first take on this chopped cheese. Looks extra saucy.
It is extra saucy. We were like 5 people back, and the sauce container opened and fell all over this one. The guy was like, it's a little too saucy. I'm like, I'll take it. I don't want to wait online. It's saucy. It's good. It's hot. It's chopped. Bread's crisp. Good flavor. I'm happy.
And that's all that matters.
Gotta go get napkins though.
I was seriously just sitting here watching Joe eat his chopped cheese, and I'm like, oh, that's really cool. Mr. Met t-shirt, and then...
Past the Fabulosa, we get the fabulous Keith Hernandez. Follow me. After we pass some of that, there's actually another gift shop behind the bodega. Besides the food options just being good now and more options, I like how the New York based, like Goya Nachos, Montauk Brewing Company, it feels like New York in the stadium. I see all the green shirts. That's going to be the chorus that my niece is in. Going to sing the national anthem, looking down at the diamond. New Apple is big and bad. I love that that's back. Such a New York Mets symbol. It has to be here in Citi Field. Good view. It's not our view. We just got standing here to watch the anthem. We're up high. See the watering down the dirt, getting it ready. Practicing throwing. Right now they're representing organizations that take place helping mental health care. Throwing balls. He's gonna throw it. Am I gonna catch it? Am I gonna... Oh! Oh, there it is! Got it right over here. All the kids are walking out, getting ready to sing the national anthem. This is so cool that when I was a kid, my Uncle Charlie used to take me to baseball games. We're seeing him later today. But now I'm an uncle, and I'm watching my niece sing the national anthem here at Citi Field. Gentleman's getting ready to throw out the first pitch. There it is, the first pitch of the game. I'm gonna pick out her volume specifically. It's nice when a player comes out signing autographs for everyone and taking photos. We have the Mets dugout, visitors dugouts. Today we're playing the Colorado Rockies. Yeah! to our section. Going even higher. Joy, you're not prone to nosebleeds, are you? Because we're in that section, you know. As they're introducing the Mets, I like, you can see behind the scoreboard where we had Fan Fest. Underneath the Coca-Cola sign, there's more dining options here. They even have a Coca-Cola truck. I don't know how they lifted it and put it up here. Hot dogs brought to you by Nathan's. One borough over.
And don't worry, even higher.
Mets are on the field, warming up a little.
Okay, it's time to get today's.
Mustard going on.
Now I feel like I'm at a baseball game.
Come on, man. You're playing catch. Let's go, bud.
Good hot dog.
I don't understand. Second guy on bat. Will they strike him out with clown time clock? New rules are weird. Trying to move the game quicker. We have a countdown clock. So this is a man on base. Pitcher has 20 seconds to throw the ball.
Good eye.
Man on second and man on third. Can we get a run? Uncle Charlie's here.
$150 in gift cards, courtesy of Citi, which you will take home if you can make it into the home run apple. So Paul, head over to the cannon. He says he's ready. I'm
About to shoot
down. In
the
3,
cannon.
2,
See if we can get into the home run apple.
Stay right there. We're going to send you home a $10 gift card and a t-shirt, courtesy of Citi.
Second inning, we have a tied game. 1-1. Let's get all these Rockies out. Score some runs, Mets. Here comes Joy with Uncle Charlie. Man, I used to go to all my Met games with. I'm the biggest Met fan I know.
Charlie Blackman.
Giving hats out?
Giving hats out to the kids. Got some Met hat here. Joy. I like the hat, Joy. You see the sigh? It reminds me of the old neons that used to be on Shea wrapping around the sigh. Now we're ready for a ball game. They're showing some of the chopped cheese. I love seeing people's reaction when they realize they're on screen.
The Duncan stolen base challenge. How this works, you're going to run down the third base, run that base, push
That back, yeah.
and right between is 15 seconds again.
We have kids doing the stolen base challenge.
Great and
He's only stolen it. He's got 15 seconds. He's gonna make it. He's gonna make it. He made it.
Look at these clouds, huh?
Glad we finally have some cloud coverage, blocking out the sun. Great view of the water behind. I always loved when the planes landing when I was a kid.
100 years ago, that was that iced tea?
Oh! There we go!
Let's go!
During that time, Miguel's served as a combat medic in support of Operation Iraqi Freedom and Operation New Dawn.
With all the retired numbers, players like Willie Mays, Keith Hernandez, Tom Seaver, Mike Piazza, Gil Hodges, Casey Stangham, Jerry Kuzman, and number 42 is to represent Jackie Robinson for everyone.
It's like you got a pro next to you.
I know. I'm listening and learning. Information translates.
There's got to be another plaque out in the park lot for Tommy Agee's home in Shea. And then get up in left field. Remember how the tiers were?
Yeah.
Like maybe, not in the box seats, the seats after, maybe the third row back.
There's banners, well, things that look like banners, like right above us, and it's like, when I guess it's where they were like wild cards and like other things. So you see how retired ones are there? It's like right.
We have the pennants above us.
The center fielder.
You went to your first game 59 years ago. Who did they play?
Played the St. Louis Cardinals. May 64, Saturday game, like today. And the thing was that we used to watch the games on black and white TV. We had seats down in the lows. And it was just like amazement when I saw all the colors. The green of the grass, the Cardinals red uniforms, and the Met blue. And it was like when the Wizard of Oz turned to color.
Record speed is 12. You got this, buddy?
Home run derby.
All right, Dylan, I'm going to count you down. In 3, 2, 1, start swinging. Make some noise for Dylan. Right off the bat, he's got one on the board. There's 2, 10, 13 runs. There's 8 home runs. Trying to break our record. He's got 9. Buddy, great job. You're going to take home.
Looks like Joy got a tasty treat. That's what I'm talking about. With Mr. Softy. You don't. That's when New Yorker knows it's springtime. You hear the Mr. Softy bells playing in the home run apple.
What I also love is like the sprinkles are blue and orange.
Yep, New York Met colors, sprinkles, and good soft serve.
Vanilla chocolate swirl. Yeah.
When did you come up to the major leagues?
I came up to the major leagues in 2018 with the Miami Marlins. Thanks for having me, Lucas.
Yeah, man.
We're in the 5th inning. They just pulled the best pictures. We got a new one. Because we want a picture, not a belly itcher. Hey, how do you like your home run apple, Mr. Softy Sundae?
Not enough.
I know, I ate a lot of it.
No, just in general. I wish it was like unlimited.
Oh, I know, I could eat that all day long.
Home runs by a switch hitter in Mets history. Carlos Beltran, Howard Johnson, or Todd Hudley. What do you think? He thinks A. Carlos Beltran. Oh, Howard Johnson with 192. Thanks for playing Mets Ford. Trivia presented by.
Oh, well, of course. Didn't we already establish he's like a super fan or close to it? I was just about to ask if I can have one last spoonful. And obviously, I'm not going to have any more ice cream this time around.
You said you were done. You telling your brother to get his jersey?
Trying. I don't think it's going to work.
Let's go Met.
I'm waiting for a wave to start. We haven't got a good wave going yet.
Oh my god, this little kid is so adorable. He is wearing this strawberry jersey that they were handing out to the kids that sing. and it is just so oversized on him. So oversized.
The left fielder, Randall Grichuk.
Time for some t-shirt launching. They're loading the cannon. It's loaded. He's aiming. He's aiming. Over here. Over here. Here it comes. Aww. We're taking a pause for mindful meditation for Mental Health Day. I thought it was 7th inning stretch.
Are you out? Are you then? Are you out?
Let it out, Joy. Let it out. Come on. It's cool being so close to the airport and seeing the planes come in landing. I feel gypped. We had a mental pause break instead of 7th inning stretch. More stress. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. We're all in the mood for a melody. And you got us feeling alright. Be good crowd for a Saturday. And Rancher gives me a smile. Cause he knows that it's me they've been coming to see. To forget about life for a while.
I agree.
And they sit at the bar and put bread in my jaw and say, man, what are you doing here? Go.
No more take me out to the ball game.
I couldn't believe that.
This country, this city is shot.
No wave, no take me out to the ball game.
No stretch?
No 7th inning stretch, that's take me out to the ball game. But
No let
they don't have the planes race. We used to have planes race in between innings based on your seats color. But now all the seats are the same color.
some Brett Frank's dirty water hot dogs.
Yeah, I don't have the people coming around. The only people coming around selling beer, and now I'm going, oh, yeah, come on, run, run, run! So we need more cowbell. You hear it in the distance? We got a man on first, we got a man on second. We just need a home run, then we tie it. I just want to see that apple go up. Let's go, Mets! Mets! Let's go, Mets! Let's go, Mets! Ooh! Let's go, Mets! Ooh! Ooh! Lucky number one. All we need is one home run to tie it. Let's go Mets! Let's go Mets! Let's go Mets! Heading into the ninth inning, crowd is starting to thin out. We're down 5-2. We're heading in. Next final time at bat in the ninth inning. Can we tie it? Can we win it? Oh! Stealing third! Stealing third! Yeah! And that's the game. Didn't win. Reminds me of my childhood.
Thank you for attending.
That's the game. School Francisco Lindor made out of little wood cubes. 1,961 colored plastic cubes. I thought they were little Rubik's Cubes at first, but it says plastic cubes. They still look like Rubik's Cubes to me. They look like 3x3s.
Puzzle cubes?
It says puzzle cubes, so they are Rubik's Cubes. Good view, all the trains coming in and get the people leaving Citi Field. Looking down to Flushing. Even in the distance, you can see the Elecchester Towers. We have some oversized novelty Mets trading cards. We see Topps, Gary Carter, Keith Hernandez, Tom Seaver, Mike Piazza. As we're making our way out, I figured let's take a second to look at the pictures of Jackie Robinson going around the rotunda. We see teamwork. There is player number 42, Dodgers. Probably signing that first contract. Outside of Ebbets Field. And in the center of the rotunda is number 42, Jackie Robinson's number. It was a fun day. Hopefully you enjoyed it. We got to show you some of the food options here at Citi Field.
Yep.
We left with some souvenirs, which I like. Got some pins, got a pennant. I love food items that we got to eat, and like the little dish is a souvenir within itself. That is fun to me. It was a good day. Saw my uncle, saw my nieces.
Win-win.
Yeah. Mets didn't win, but I guess we had win-win. They couldn't also win.
Yeah, somebody had to win, and it was us.
Yeah. But hope you enjoyed our adventure here in Citi Field. We enjoyed sharing the experience with you. Felt a little Americana in our souls today. A good day for a baseball game. I think we call it though.
I think so.
Citi Field, seeing a Mets game. Been there, done that. Remember, folks, safe travels.
Good eats.
And live life. Wrapping around Citi Field, we have these walks where people could buy bricks. Mets win 1969 World Series, October 16th, 1969. The Miracle Mets accomplished the improbable by winning the 1969 World Series over heavily favored Baltimore. Plaques keep continuing. Black Cat game, September 9th, 1969. With the Mets 1.5 games behind first place Chicago for the division lead, a black cat ran onto the field at Chase Stadium, scampering by the Cubs on-deck batter and across the visitors' dugout. The Cubs lost the game 7-1, eventually the division to the Mets. Ooh, that was a lucky black cat. We have a Seaver imperfect game. Tom Seaver took a perfect game into the 9th inning against the first place Cubs. He retired 25 straight batters before allowing a 1-out single to Jimmy Quills. The Mets won 4-0 to cut Chicago's lead to 3.5 games. The imperfect game was a defining moment during the Miracle Mets championship season. As a kid, this was my favorite thing. The shopping carts with the hot pretzels. That is awesome. Joy, I think I gotta do it.
Oh.
Thank you so much.
Got your pretzel going on.
As a kid, this was the best part. If only you could smell it at home. Getting a hot pretzel from a shopping cart outside of a baseball stadium. This is childhood right here. And it tastes delicious.